Hey everyone, it's Melanie. Welcome back to my channel. You know me for all things carnivore and keto, but today I'm going to be talking about something a little different. Something called good girl programming. You might be wondering, what on earth is that? Well, stick around because I'm about to break it down for you. Essentially, good girl programming refers to the societal expectations and norms that often limit women and girls. It's this invisible programming that tells us who we should be and how we should behave. We should be passive and agreeable, always saying yes, even when we don't want to. It tells us we should be people pleasers, prioritizing the needs of others above our own. It makes us believe we must be perfect and flawless, afraid to make mistakes or ask for help. Good girl programming makes us feel like we must be quiet and submissive, downplaying our achievements and minimizing our voice. This programming can start very early on with phrases like, girls should be seen and not heard, or nice girls don't do that. Or in my case, that's not ladylike. I've got several examples of how good girl programming might manifest in everyday life. For example, at work, a woman's accomplishments may be minimized. Her successes are downplayed in meetings or attributed to others. Self-promotion is avoided altogether because that wouldn't be acceptable. Feeling uncomfortable asking for a raise or promotion, even if it's deserved, is another way good girl programming can get in the way of a successful life. It makes us hesitant to negotiate or ask for what we need. We've got to stop over-apologizing. Constantly saying sorry for minor things, even when it's not necessary, is a sign you may be struggling with good girl programming. I literally say sorry countless times a day. I say it in place of excuse me, or I didn't hear you right, or even when asking for something at a restaurant or store. In relationships, good girl programming can manifest itself as people-pleasing, prioritizing the needs and desires of everyone else above your own. It makes setting boundaries extremely difficult. Struggling to say no to requests, even when you're already overextended, is just another tragic example. I was taught to suppress anger and frustration, avoiding conflict at all costs, and never express negative emotions to maintain harmony. Don't cause a scene. In social situations, some girls and women struggle with constantly seeking validation. They need outside approval from others, especially men. Being a good girl means being quiet and never expressing your opinions around others. Remember to stay small and quiet. This can cause you to second-guess all of your decisions you make in life. Going along with group decisions even when you disagree, just to avoid confrontation, is another example. If everyone jumped off a cliff, would you do it too? In my own personal life, I have experienced and still struggle to this day with perfectionism, fear of failure, and guilt for taking care of my own needs before others. Perfectionism can look like setting unrealistic expectations for yourself and feeling inadequate if you don't meet them. Sometimes I feel like I must be a good wife, good mother, good friend, amazing housekeeper, bring in tons of money, and be super skinny with my hair and makeup done at all times. No off days for this girl. Avoiding challenging tasks or new experiences due to a fear of failure is the worst. I have so many regrets because I let my fear of failure stop me from going out and doing something big, scary, or challenging. I allowed others to program me and control every aspect of my life. So instead of being brave and going against the norm, I stayed small and quiet. Neglecting self-care is a massive issue for women who have been programmed to be good girls. Prioritizing the needs of others and neglecting your own physical and mental health is awful, literally making you sick. It can also lead to a life full of resentment and regret. It's not sustainable. Yet I was taught that doing those things is selfish, and I have to be selfless. The impact of good girl programming can be significant. It can lead to self-doubt and low self-esteem, constantly questioning our abilities and fearing failure. It can lead to difficulty asserting ourselves, struggling to voice our opinions, and negotiate for what we deserve. Missed opportunities can happen. Some women will pass on promotions, turn down exciting projects, settling for less than they deserve. It can also lead to burnout and resentment, making you feel overwhelmed and undervalued due to constantly putting others first. So what can we do about it? Deleting good girl programming is an ongoing process of unlearning and reprogramming. I've got some key steps laid out to help with this. Step 1 is to identify and challenge your limiting beliefs. Pay attention to your thoughts and behaviors. Do you often apologize excessively? Do you prioritize others' needs above your own? Do you downplay your accomplishments? Challenge these limiting beliefs and thoughts. Are they truly accurate? Are they helpful? Where do these beliefs originate? Remember to always consider the source. Replace negative self-talk with positive affirmations. For example, I'm not good enough. Try, I am capable and deserving of success. This will help reframe your mind and get you going in a positive direction. Step 2 is to prioritize self-care. This is a hard one for me. You've got to make time for yourself. Schedule regular time for activities that bring you joy and relaxation. My therapist told me I needed to have at least 1 hour a day to myself. That's extremely difficult having 2 high-energy young kids. Setting boundaries is crucial. Learn to say no to requests that drain you. Just say no. Practice self-compassion. Be kind to yourself, forgive your mistakes, and celebrate your successes. That's easier said than done, and I am working on this one daily. Forgiving myself and others around me is so hard, but it is so vital to my mental health. Also, I try to treat myself like I would a best friend. When I start all the harsh self-talk, I stop and go, would I talk to my best friend like this? No way. Then why talk to yourself like that? Step 3 to deleting good girl programming is to express yourself. There are several societal and cultural factors that contribute to some women being taught not to express themselves. There's gender stereotypes, cultural norms, family dynamics, and even historical and social factors. If you can't express yourself, it can have a significant negative impact on your well-being. There are many ways to express yourself, including creative outlets like visual arts, performing arts, and writing, lifestyle choices like fashion, home decor, and hobbies, and effective communication. I express myself through my writing, singing, and dancing. I also express myself through my makeup, hair, and clothing choices. I get to be as creative as I want, and now that I'm an adult, no one can stop me. Step 4 to reboot your system after years of good girl programming is to surround yourself with supportive people. This can include friends, mentors, therapists, and role models. Observing successful women who are assertive, independent, and unapologetically themselves provides powerful role models and inspiration. I wish I grew up in the time of YouTube so that I could have had better role models. I really didn't have anyone to look up to other than what was on TV. Okay, Dr. Quinn Medicine Woman is amazing. I don't care what anyone says. That was a great role model. Breaking free from good girl programming is an ongoing journey that so many girls and women are on. It takes time, effort, and self-reflection. If you need help with this, I highly recommend finding a professional therapist. Stop being small and quiet. Stop saying you're sorry all the time. Start being brave and bold. Start taking those chances, even if they seem scary, because you deserve to live the best life possible. Let me know in the comments if you've been a victim of good girl programming. I hope this video helped you in some way. I appreciate all your support, and I will see you in the next video. Bye.